Honorable the judges, respected audience, and everyone here today, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. On this occasion, I want to introduce myself. My name is Rehana Harisa Putri. I am from SMA Negeri 2 Pare. I want to talk about a popular saying among Gen Zers today, namely study-life balance. Study-life balance is the ability of person to divide their time evenly between academic activities, study, and other aspects of life, such as social activities, family, hobbies, and rest. For students, this balance is very important, so that they are not overly burdened by academic demands that can affect their mental and physical health. Ladies and gentlemen, this era of globalization, as students, we are faced with many problems, including learning difficulties, meaning that we find it difficult to understand lesson, need a long time to understand the material, and even experience other specific distraction. In addition, we also have participated in many extracurricular activities and are confused about to divide our time. Among our busy schedules at school, we also have roles at home as children. As children, we want to pursue hobbies such as playing the guitar, singing, painting, drawing, and so on. As well as spending time with our family, we also have obligation to help and respect our parents. Ladies and gentlemen, according to data from Ministry of Research and Technology, 70% of people experience emotional stress and 43% of people report mental health issues. Therefore, maintaining this balance between study and life is very important for students to prevent stress, depression, anxiety, and even trauma. They should not focus just one thing, namely studying. Instead, they must do so in a balanced manner in order to maintaining their mental health. It is stated in Constitution number 17 in the year 2023 about the health that everyone has right to, life healthily, physically, mentally, and socially. Ladies and gentlemen, as students, if we feel stressed, we can go traveling. Yes, of course. That means we can go on trip with our friends, eating delicious food, shopping for clothes, or sleeping all day. In nowadays, they consider it is healing. Healing is a journey, not a destination. It takes time, patience, and self-compassion. It's about acknowledging our emotion, confronting our fears, and learning to love ourselves. Enhancing this context means taking small steps every day to improve our mental health. Whether it's practicing mindfulness, exercising regularly, or simply taking a few deep breaths, every effort counts. Ladies and gentlemen, so study-life balance is very important for us. When we can balance these two, we can develop skills such as time management, prioritization, and self-discipline. With that, we can continue to prioritize our mental health. Let's create a culture where mental health discussion openly and without stigma. Let's support each other, listen to each other, and remind each other that we're not alone. In conclusion, let us consciously strive to prioritize our mental health amid our busy as students and as children. So, let's take the first step today. Let's start the conversation, let's start the journey, and let's start healing and hustling together. Ladies and gentlemen, I think that's all of my speech. Hopefully, it can be useful for us. Please forgive me of my mistakes. Thank you very much for your attention. Last but not least, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.